And good morning, everybody. I'm Frank Spillers with Rural Community Solutions, where we help create family-friendly, youth-centered places that attract people. And all this week, we've been talking about what direction you're going and are you willing? Yesterday, we talked about are you willing? And that are you willing goes on both sides. Are you willing to do something different, or are you willing to accept the circumstances that you're in? That is a choice. But the question is, on both sides of the coin, is are you willing? And so as we look at communities and you are coming out of this COVID, you have a decision to make. Are you willing to look forward, or are you willing to look back and become the community you were prior to COVID? COVID was this interesting time, a dangerous time where many businesses closed down, many businesses were lost. Some businesses thrived and it built them up. A lot of people lost their jobs. Some people of those that went unemployed found their passion and built their business and are becoming very, very successful. So they chose and they asked the question, am I willing to stay where I'm at? Am I willing to live in the circumstance that has just been put before me? Nobody chose it. However, it happened. So the question is, are you willing? Are you willing to do something better? Or are you willing to wait it out and just go back to where it was? And so what direction are you going to go? As a community, what direction are you going to go? And are you going to move forward into that goal? Because remember, any direction that you take, it'll get you to where you're going. It might not be where you want to go, but you're going to end up someplace. So you might as well create that goal. Create that goal of what it looks like when you get there. Goals are written as results oriented. Goals are not written in the future. Goals are written in the present. Goals are I will, not I am going to. This is why so many New Year's resolutions fail, is because they are all written in the future. In January, I will do this. I will go to the gym. It's not I am becoming more healthy. It's I am hitting the gym every day. It's I am. I am statements are the most powerful statements that you can make. So what is your community saying? I am what? Your whole community. What is your whole community? Now, when you make your goal and when you make those I am statements, remember, they are promises. They are promises of things you are doing. Promises kept. All right? And that's part of trust. When you make a promise in your community, then everybody looks towards that goal. Everybody looks towards that promise, and they trust you. They trust the direction that it's going to go. And trust and promises over time become very, very strong motivational forces because of trust. So when you promise to do something and you don't follow through on it, when you fall short, that is a promise that is just empty. That's just words. If there's no actions behind that promise of this is what we're going to do, no actions behind that promise of this is how we're going to do it, no promise or no actions behind the promise of this is what our vision is going to be. Because when you have that vision, the vision of the future you wish to create, and the promises the garden steps, the stepping stones, the goals. Goals are promises, the promises to get you to where you want to be, and you don't follow through on those promises, then the trust level declines in you as a leader, in you as a community. All right. So when you make that goal, think of it as a promise. I am becoming. And the community can have I am statements just like an individual can have I am statements. I am here. I am this type of person. I am this type of community. So wouldn't you rather have a powerful say in how your life goes rather than just drifting along and having life happen to you? That's the difference between having a vision and having promises that get you to that vision. So you don't need to make promises to anybody else. You need to make promises to yourself. I am doing this. I am working on this. I am becoming this. I am this type of person. I am this community. Those are promises to get you to the vision of the results of the future you wish to create. So when you create your results and you create the actions to those results, you are actually making a promise to yourself to be that vision. So your community needs to do the same thing. Where is your community going? What are your promises for your community to get to where it wants to go? You as a leader need to take that responsibility and move that forward. It's a promise to you. It's a promise to your community. Now, when you create that promise to somebody else or to your community and you don't follow through, you as an individual then can start to feel guilty. You as an individual then can feel like you've let down the community and move that forward. So have your intention to follow through on the promise. Intention of doing what you say. Intention of your community becoming what you say it's going to become. That all is wrapped up into a sense of belonging, and it's all wrapped up into a sense of self-esteem and self-worth of people in your community and your community self-worth. Because your community is made up of people. And as those people feel, the environment of your community becomes. So if you want to know more about this and go a little bit deeper into the conversation of am I willing, and what direction are you going, and what promises are you making, and how to fulfill those promises, let me know. Email us. You can get a hold of me at frank@ghorizons.com or kim@ghorizons.com. We're Rural Community Solutions, and we'd love to have a conversation with you about where is your community going, specifically in the post-COVID world. How do you improve rather than go back to before COVID? So how do you improve going ahead into 2022 rather than going back into 2019 into 2020? So I'm Frank Spillers. This has been Rural Community Solutions. Love to talk to you. Love to hear about your viewpoints. Give us a comment. Give us an email. Like to know what you're thinking. So I hope that you all have a great day and be safe out there. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.